Alright, let's fucking go. Robotech something or the other on Xbox. I know it's gonna run me by the Robotech name thing here in a moment. Let me see. I don't even remember what this shit was called either. I just remember it was like Robotech something. And it was like kind of okay, it was kind of cool. Kind of interesting, I kind of sucked at it. Let me see, I think it was called Robotech Battlecry. If I remember correct. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called though. Um, Anytime this loads up and I can go ahead and start talking about it. So apparently, I think that's supposed to be the company that created this fucking game. Cell shading apparently. Um, oh great. So anyway, Vicious Cycle Software, TDK Media Active, was released all on PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. Let me see, an Xbox on September 25th, 2002. Robotech Battlecry is a video game set in the Robotech universe, the first video game successfully released for the franchise. It was developed by Vicious Cycle Software and published by the now defunct TDK Media Active. In association with Harmony Gold USA, with a story focused on new characters created for the game, and with guest appearances of main characters Rick Hunter, Roy Fokker, Lisa Hayes, and part of one in-game mission directly centered on Lin Minmay, it somewhat follows the Robotech continuum. The game follows exploits of ace pilot Jack Archer after serving as a mercenary in the global civil war. Flying both with and against Roy Fokker impressed him enough to recommend Jack for RDF. The early stage of the game covered Jack's final training and his fighting during the Battle of Macross Island. Jack not being close enough to the SDF-1 when it space faults Pluto and being left behind on Earth. Rejoining his friends upon their initial return home, the majority of the game is set in the post-Reign of Death era and involves Jack and his Wolf Squadron defending various human outposts against malcontents. Zentradi forces led by the warlord Doral. Release Robotech Battlecry was released in a standalone game version and a more expensive collector's edition. The latter came in a silver box with the game and included a packet of...
Jack Archer, and I'm a
Oh,
pilot of the Robotech Defense Force.
they
I was
clearly don't want me
born
to
just
talk.
before the global war. My parents died soon after the war began, so I had to learn how to survive on my own. Sometimes I wonder what kind of person I might have been if things were different. It's one of my darkest fears. If you took the war out of me, would there be anything left? The global war had been going on for a long time. All the experienced pilots were dead. My government was desperate, and the draftees started getting younger and younger. I needed a way to escape all that misery on the ground, so I didn't mind much when I got drafted. Flight training came easy to me. It was like I was meant to be a pilot. They said I had a rare talent, but somehow I didn't see it that way. After a few years, the government dissolved. I became a mercenary, hiring out to any nation that could afford me. I didn't care, just so long as I stayed up in the clouds where I could forget about all the troubles down on Earth. The war ended in a single day. All it took was a miracle. A gigantic alien spaceship broke through hyperspace on a collision course with the Earth and crashed into a small island in the South Pacific called Macross Island. The leaders of the world's nations called a ceasefire and assembled the most brilliant minds of the time to examine the spaceship and assess the
Awesome.
possible threat of alien invasion. The evidence they found pointed to a highly advanced civilization with technology far beyond what we had on Earth. something the scientists called robotechnology. But there was an even greater discovery. The scientists found a supply of protoculture aboard the ship. A new and nearly inexhaustible energy source used to power the alien machines. The spaceship was some kind of advanced warship, bristling with powerful weaponry. They called it the Super Dimension Fortress, or the SDF-1 for short. They began rebuilding the ship as they unlocked the secrets of robotechnology. After the arrival of the SDF-1, work kind of dried up for a while. With the war over, no one wanted to hire mercenaries. The world was at peace for the first time I can remember, and I was starting to get used to the idea. Those were happy times. I had been living in Macross City, helping to rebuild the SDF-1. I was just getting used to my new life when Roy Fokker, the legendary Skull Leader himself, recognized me as I was getting off work. We had met a few times during the war. Sometimes I was on his side, and sometimes I flew against him. Over the years, we ended up forming a friendship. He told me he needed pilots to join a new military outfit called the Robotech Defense Force. Roy said they had some new kind of high-performance fighter that could beat anything I ever flew. They called it a Veritech. I made Roy prove it to me, fighter to fighter. Why did the military need a transforming fighter? It was well known that the aliens were warriors, but there was one detail that was kept from the public. In a top-secret debriefing, we were informed that evidence from the crash indicated the aliens were 40-foot-tall giants. The RDF developed the Veritech fighter to fight the aliens on their own terms. It would mean the difference between survival and extinction. After my training, I was stationed with the carrier Prometheus on Macross Island. On the day the final construction of the SDF-1 was completed, the entire city prepared to celebrate. That was when the Zentradi arrived. The
Oh
SDF-1
no.
belonged to them, and they were determined to take it back.
Damn, is that it, finally? Chapter 1, Booby Trap. On the day people of Macross Island were celebrating the completion of the SDF-1, the alien Zentradi arrived in Earth's orbit, determined to take back the space fortress. You have been dispatched to meet the threat head-on.
Under attack by alien invaders in Sector 412. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. All forces proceed in battle formation.
Well, boys, you heard her. This is the real thing. Destroy all targets. We've got to cut them off before they reach Macross City.
I'm on my way, Roy.
Wolf Squadron, move to intercept invaders at Zone 428. Traffic's pretty heavy out here, so break formation, but try to keep each other covered.
Ah, finally. So, anyway, Robotech Battlecry was released in a standalone game version and a more expensive collector's edition. The latter came in a silver box with the game and included a packet of 3x5 cards of character concept art from the game drawn by Tommy, a lenticular card depicting a Veritech fighter in action, a Battlecry t-shirt vacuum packed into a disc-shaped tin with a card RDF logo on top, and the game soundtrack on CD, and a specially numbered Jack Archer dog tag. And the reception, let's see, game rankings was 75.77%, Metacritic 74. Review scores 1 up, A-. Game Informer 8.5 out of 10. GameSpot 6.8 out of 10. GameSpy 3 out of 5. And IGN 8 out of 10. Robotech Battlecry received mostly positive reviews upon its release. Electronic Gaming Monthly gave the game an 8 out of 10, saying it does an incredible job of recreating the show's fast-paced mech combat by combining slick animation and spot-on controls. GameSpy gave it a 3 out of 5 and called it a decent but unremarkable game. The story, graphics, music, and voice acting will greatly appeal to fans of the show, but I don't see these aspects bringing new fans into the fold. GameSpot gave it a 6.8 out of 10 and reported that the game suffers from a number of problems that even the most ardent of fans of the series will have a hard time overlooking, not the least of which are repetitive missions, sluggish controls, and empty levels. Well, fuck it, let's see how this goes, I say. Since I don't mind playing whatever, and it didn't get bad ratings per se, and it wasn't too badly priced, figured, you know what, let me try it. Biggest issue I see that I went with this is that I will be having to do a lot of aiming, which I really don't like to do on a console unless I have the assistance of a mouse, especially a fucking mouse and a keyboard, because really gamepad isn't shit. This portion of the gameplay would have been fantastic with a joystick, and then, you know, switching to other modes with, you know, just keyboard and mouse would have been fantastic. As this would have been unplayable with a fucking keyboard and mouse. At least this level, because it changed it up as per levels and stuff. So yeah. It should be cool though. I don't know how many fucking guys I gotta destroy, but I gotta destroy some. Or a bunch. Or a few. Or many. I don't know, let's see though. Apparently the guy I gotta kill keeps going back and forth like an asshole. So let me go fly away a bit, and then I can turn around and destroy whatever asshole I have to destroy and such. I think I got him. That one at least.
Come back when you have some skills.
There we go.
Not bad for a rookie. Stay glued to that radar. This island is still crawling with bogeys.
Rookie? I'm gonna make you eat those words.
Skull Leader calling Wolf 10. We've got more enemy readings in your area, and they're heading for those Sea Sergeant helicopters. Get out there and intercept them.
I'm on it.
Oh, okay, we're not done yet? Alright. So apparently I still have stuff to do, so that's like nifty and cool and such. I don't know, this seems alright, seems kinda cool so far. Actually, I played this further past this level, because you'll notice I go ahead and beat it, but,
Where are you, Wolf 10?
then I don't. What I ended up doing, I tried another level and I failed horribly, so I just called it there. And yeah, that was that. So that's only going to be one video, as far as I can tell. I tried. Failed horribly. But I don't know, this seemed kind of cool. If it's popular, I'll play it sooner. If it's not, well, not so much sooner. We'll see how that goes, though. It didn't seem bad, though.
Skull Leader to group. You guys head back to the Prometheus. I've got some business to take care of in town.
SDF-1 control to Wolf Squadron. As soon as you are refueled and rearmed, proceed to Macross City to defend assigned sectors.
It might help a lot if I was a bigger fan of the series. I had seen some episodes from way back in the day. I actually have like VHS of it. But you know what, we're gonna see how it goes and all that good stuff. And otherwise, you know, like, subscribe, check out all my other shit elsewhere on my channel, and hey, I will see you.